What's up out there? Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are doing amazing. And we are here, as always, Tuesday, 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, there or about. And we want to send you love. As always, it's ZET and the Dome because this is House Talk with ZET and the Dome. How's it going, Mike?
It's going great, man. Excited about some of the tax savings tips, little presentation you have for the audience. And if there's a way to pay Uncle Sam less, we want to give our viewers and our audience a ways to do that. So now with tax filing coming up here soon, for those of you who haven't filed, let's give you some tips and tricks. So what's first on the list?
Well, yeah, we'll get to that. We're going to have a tax professional here soon. So we thought with it being tax season, it'd be a good time to go over some of these topics and keep it top of mind. And we always want to bring as much value to you guys as possible. And so, like I said, it's a good time to talk about these things and think about some of these things. So we have just a quick little presentation for our viewers, Tax Time Tricks Homeowner Edition. So we'll just run through this pretty quick. And again, we're going to have a tax professional on soon to go over some of these topics and more in depth and everything as far as that goes. So we're looking forward to that. And we will have someone on here in the very near future. But we thought it'd be good to kind of start here. And that way, if you have any questions, please send them in DMs or comment below. And that way we can compile a list of questions and things that are on people's minds out there that we can bring up to our expert when we have them on. So again, Tax Time Tricks Homeowner Edition. So a few of the bullet points here: save on taxes with homeowner deductions, know your tax laws, organize your financial records, utilize tax software to empower you, consult with a tax professional. I think that's number one. So that should probably be at the top of the list, in my opinion. And we start there. And then tax season tips and tricks for the homeowners. We'll go ahead and dive into it. So save on taxes with homeowner deductions. Tax season can be stressful for homeowners. However, there are many ways to save on taxes and maximize deductions. So knowing these deductions and what are available to you and what's in your area or what is going to be available to you is, like I said earlier, going to really empower you and everything.
Yeah, and also, like, if you're a real estate investor, there are certain things that you can do that primary homeowners and second homeowners can't, such as depreciation. Again, talk to your tax advisor. But there's all kinds of different strategies on saving money, whether it's a primary residence, second home, or investment property. One of the big reasons, people get involved in real estate is for some of these tax savings, right?
100%.
And so it's important during these times to make sure you have the right team. We discuss it on our show all the time, right? Mm-hmm. It's all about the team and having the right tax professionals. If you guys need a few recommendations, definitely drop us a DM and we can put you in touch with people that have helped us.
It's kind of how the rich get richer, and this is why I'm always asking our guests, hey, what's the hack in your area of expertise that will really help the average consumer, average person out there? And these kind of deductions and these tricks with taxes and everything, that's what, a lot of really wealthy people are using to get even wealthier, as I said. And so knowing what is available to you and what you can do with taxes or can't do and everything. Like we said, talk to that expert and see kind of what's out there, see what you can do. So next up, know the tax laws. Again, going back to talking to that expert and the professional there who knows these things, but also everyone can do their own due diligence, do their own research. You can definitely study up and learn the tax laws yourself. Highly important to know the tax laws.
Absolutely. I mean, they, laws, like anything, they vary by state and even municipality, right? Like, so, understand the deductions that you can take in your particular county, your particular state. And if you don't know, again, let us know and we'll definitely put you in touch with the right people. But be careful with that as well.
Yeah. And, what your professional doesn't know too is not necessarily an excuse. There's things out there that they might not even be aware of. So the more you know, the more it's going to empower you. I've heard stories where there's certain laws or things that maybe someone wasn't aware of, and then they go to another expert and they have something that totally changes things. Things with like HOA and insurance, for example. So there's things like that that really, if you're aware of, it can really change things for you, where you can really be stuck footing the bill on something, or making some great uh, strides with your financial situation with some of these these tax deductions we're talking about, but also knowing the tax laws. That's highly important. So with what's going to really empower you as well with all of this stuff, organizing your financial records. I feel like I'm into myself here, because this is really important with getting set up and setting yourself up for success, and also just making this whole process smoother and easier. If you have everything already set up and ready for your tax, for your CPA or tax professional to knock out, help you with, makes the whole process extremely smooth and way easier to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's so many tools out there that you can use. I mean, you can just with your iPhone, take pictures every time you have a mortgage statement or 1099 come in the mail, rent checks, etc., and make sure you're keeping record of all that, so that when tax season comes around, like now, you're able to take advantage of all those write-offs, and you're not paying more than you owe. So again, Dropbox, there's all kinds of different tools, that you can take pictures of and then upload, so that you don't have to have stacks and stacks of paper in your home, and then it's available no matter where you are, and available easy access for your accountant and or CPA.
Personally, it's something I've gotten better and better at, and every year it gets easier to deal with, and it's such a stress reliever when I get through it, and I'm like, man, why didn't I do this last year? And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do better next year with my.
Well, you're 1% improvement, man. That's awesome.
100%.
Yeah.
1% at a time. So with that being said, that brings us into the next one, which is utilize tax software. There's some really great tax software out there, all kinds of things that you can access and use. A lot of them are free as well now in our age with the internet and everything going on. So we're going to bring you some more in-depth examples of that. Of course, there's things like Intuit and TurboTax and stuff like that, and I use a lot of that too, but it's highly advantageous to have a tax expert who really knows their stuff. It is really an expert in the area, in what you're doing, especially like if you're real estate heavy or whatever that is.
Absolutely. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, just having the right team, we always go back to that.
Yeah, definitely. And if there's anything that we can do to provide you with some of that, we're going to find some examples, some good resources for you guys. And we'll be back with those resources, as well as someone that we're going to have on here bear with us. Sorry, we just had the AI bot trying to chime in there. No. So going back to that real quick, just this we've really been beating. Of course, we want to just make sure to beat that drum one more time. Consult with a tax professional. I mean, that really is number one. This should be the first step, but really you want to gather all of your records, like we said, have that all together. It makes it so much easier for them, and then find someone who's really going to help you out if you have any kind of niche. If you're an independent business person, or self-employed contractor, that sort of thing, or like I said, if you're real estate heavy and have a lot of real estate investments, you're going to want to have someone who has a lot of experience with that.
Yeah, because it can affect your, one thing people do is we want to reduce, if you're self-employed, reduce your taxable income, but you got to know what it looks like, when you are looking to get your next home or next loan, right? So if you don't show it, you can't claim it, right? Like, so then therefore you can't qualify for it. So be careful when you're going through that. If you want someone to review your taxes, it's important, because it's going to affect, what you can qualify for, not only now, but into the future, because we look back up to 2 years, for taxes. So it's very important to make sure that they're done right and they're accurate, so what type of debt you can take on in the future as well.
Yeah, and you want to make sure you're taking advantage of all of those deductions and credits that are available to you. So this was our quick little tax season tips and tricks for homeowners. We know it's a stressful time, but it doesn't hopefully need to be that stressful. And we want to provide you with some resources and tools to help get through the season and get through it quickly and as painless as possible. So we're here to be that resource for all things home. That's why this is House Talk. So all things real estate, all things financing and mortgage, if we can help you out with that, we're going to have a tax professional on here soon. So if we can answer any specific questions for you and help meet you where you're at, we would love to do that. So please send me a DM, an email. My email is zet@buysprings.com, which is ZET@buysprings, which is BUYsprings.com. Or you can drop a message here below wherever you're finding us. And thanks for tuning in, anyone who's checking us out live or coming back. Mike, did you have anything that you wanted to share with our viewers?
No, absolutely. I mean, it goes back to those simple things. Make sure you have the right teammates, CPA, because again, it can affect your financial future, both now and then, what you're looking at a few years down the road. You may not think you want to, buy a new home, but life happens, or all of a sudden you have a baby or whatever it may be, right? Some sort of life event that all of a sudden, boom, now you're in the market and you might not have prepared, the right way tax wise. It's really ultra important. So one thing I always tell all my buddies is you never want to underpay for great tax advice or great legal advice. Same thing goes for real estate and mortgage. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Zet,
my
for
pleasure.
bringing the great information on tax savings, and look forward to seeing everybody next week here on House Talk.
Yeah, definitely. We look forward to seeing you guys. Thanks for tuning in. As always, we look forward to seeing you next week, 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time here. Same place, same time. We're going to be doing that 1% improvement, and you're going to start seeing some things come out here, a little more official channels.
New logo.
Yeah, new logo dropping. So get ready to live, people. And we're excited for it. And as always, we are very appreciative and grateful for all of you. And if we can help in any way, please let us know. We want to connect you with those people in our community here that can be a resource or value to you guys. So lots of love.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. Take care. See you soon.